Welcome to Reality Is, where words do come to life. Look, I'm a little discombobulated because I go on social media quite often to check out things, to see what's happening, and I check out Facebook, I check out Instagram, I check out Twitter, I check out Newsbreak, and I check out TikTok. And as of late, um, me being scrolling through TikTok and things that's popping up on my feed, um, I've been seeing a lot of police videos, and they have been quite disturbing. But the one that I saw today was the most disturbing of them all. There was a young lady laying in the ground, and everybody was saying she was just walking. And the white police officer was on top of her. She's on her back. Look like she's about an early teenager or early 20s. She's on her back and she's crying. And here is this grown man who is on top of her, holding her arms above her head. And she's saying in the video, "I can't breathe." Now, he's not just sitting on top of her. He's actually laying on her face, and his arms is stretched forward to hold her hands forward. She says she can't breathe. And the other people around, I don't know if they knew her or not, said she didn't do nothing. She was just walking. She was just walking. Did we just have a case for this, for somebody just running? Did we just have that? And so, in her saying she can't breathe, she starts to spit up. And the officer hears she can't breathe, but do he really care? He don't. Do he care about her spitting up? He don't. So another officer comes up, and thank God that he had a little compassion, if that's what you would want to call it. And he said, "Okay, I hear what you're saying. Just let us flip her over." What flip her over mean? To put her hands behind her back and handcuffed her. Now, never said what she did. None of that. And so while the others was around and they was like, keep recording this, keep recording this, they asked, "You have your camera on? Is your camera on? Hello? You got your camera on?" And the response, no, he did not. So he reaches up and then he somehow cut the camera on, which my understanding is the camera should be on anyway, but it wasn't. So now they flip her over and they handcuff her. They stand her up and they walking her to the car. Nobody has never said what she was arrested for. Nobody never said what she had done. I saw another video of a man in his yard with his dog in his own front yard. A black man. His wife is in the background. The police officer walks on the personal property where the man is with his dog and ask him to present an ID. What is he doing? He said, "I live here. This is my house." Asking him a question. He was like, "Why?" Here is my thing. Are all police officers bad? No, they're not. But the ones that use excessive force and the ones that take their badge to be a personal agenda and how they should handle things instead of doing things by the book has a reflection on the ones that do it by the book. We just experienced this with George Floyd. And amazingly, when white people are arrested, none of this takes place. They're cordial, they're polite, and they're accommodating. So none of this happened. So help me to understand, why is it when it come down to black and brown that is such a struggle? You use your fear for your life. Well, white people shoot. They do all kind of stuff. They pull guns. They cuss you out. They even swing on some of y'all. Do you fear your life then? So why is it that when it come down to us and how you handle us, it's a fear for your life? That is an excuse that is overrated and overused. See, we're the ones who walk in fear every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year. We are the one who has to prepare not only the sons, but our daughters too. And we are the ones who have to pray for our men when they leave home and pray that they come back the same way they left. Now, I'm going there. A 17-year-old who faked a cry like he did feel bad about what he did when we knew full well he didn't. Cross state lines to go to some other place that he did not live and reside, to kill 2 people and paralyze 1. Was he harassed? Was he treated with strong arm? Was he slammed down to the ground? Did you lay on top of him? Did you even tase him? Did he get a bullet in the back? Did he? None of that. This country, how things are done, is totally messed up. And the sad part to all of this, y'all don't see, or you don't feel the need to fix and change it. Instead of fixing and changing, you try to justify the actions. Instead of fixing and changing it, you try to dig up the dirt on the individual who's potentially going to put a suit in for being mishandled. So you go into their background and you try to destroy their character. Did you destroy Kyle Rittenhouse' character? Did you? Did you destroy the officers who shot blindly inside of Breonna Taylor's apartment? Did you do that? No, you didn't. We seeing this played out over and over again. And for me, I'm tired of seeing it. I'm so tired of seeing how our people are being treated. The black and the brown. I'm tired of mass incarceration. I'm tired of wrongful conviction. I'm tired of excessive sentencing. I'm tired of dehumanization. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of violation of human rights, and you freaking elected officials think it's okay. You sit, you don't part your lips, you don't make no changes, you don't make no laws, you don't regulate nothing to fix the problem. And hence, whether it's man-made or not, while we're sitting in the midst of a pandemic on our 3rd round of strands. See, you all have been toiling with people's lives far too long. You have been mishandling the black and the brown, and you feel like you justify for doing that. You have made it seem like white people are superior and they are above the law. We've seen it played out over and over again. And if it wasn't for video caught on camera, a lot of the other stuff that we had wins on would have been a loss. And you all would have been okay with it. You got these state's attorneys in these various states, like the one for Breonna Taylor, that is more on the side of the Republican instead on be on the side of what's right. You all take this oath of office and you negate the oath of office and you put in your own personal agendas. And then when somebody call y'all asses to the carpet, you get an attitude. You want to get funky. You want to get moody and you want to get irritated. Well, how about you stand on this side of the track and you feel what we feel standing in this skin that we stand in, that we sleep and we arise in every day? How would you? You need to understand that. And for our president, with all your promises of prison reform and doing your due diligence, you haven't done yours neither. So again, as I've asked many times before, why do we have elected officials? What purpose do you all really serve? What? I'm talking about every state's attorney, every governor, every mayor, every senator, every congressman, every president, and our president, and even the vice president. Outside countries treat their people better than we treat people in this soil over here. And this is supposed to be the land of the free? Really? Well, we have constitutional laws that's supposed to be fair for everybody. Well, we supposed to have right of speech, right to be treated fairly in a court of law. Well, from what I can see, there is no fairness and there is no real transparency. None whatsoever. And if anybody watched this on the play or the replay, whatever it may be, these are some things you should look at. And before you all get on anybody else platform for an interview and feel like you should defend representing the president or you represent the vice president or the state's attorney or the senator or the congressman, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look at what we see all the time. Look what is played on social media that is not addressed. Karens are out here running rapid. You need a doggone Karen law. Not a slap on the wrist. They need to go their asses to jail for causing chaos and confusion. Something has to give, and it has to give right now. Not tomorrow, but right now. For every organization that says they represent prison reform, we need to see that. Because what I'm seeing on social media is ridiculous. And I don't know how nobody can stand up and think that's okay. And all you do is put them on desk duty. That's not going to work anymore. We're over that. Something needs to happen, retraining or termination. Because if it was us working a job and we did something out of pocket, even if you saw someone on social media, some of us wouldn't even have a job. But to physically do something that is not in the guidelines of when you took the oath of office to put that uniform and wear that badge, it has to change. And for those police officers that are getting the bad rap for the bad apples in the bunch, y'all need to step up and say something too, because you're accountable as well. But enough is enough. I'm tired. I am so tired of making these type of videos. I'm tired of it. And this is why we're going through the hell we're going through right now. This is the very reason why we're going through it. And y'all don't get it. Something has to change. Something needs to change, and some should change, and something is going to change. The time is now. So when you watch this video, think long and hard for you all who are sitting in the oath of office that you're supposed to be representing the people. Think about it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.